Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Kingsroad content. So today folks, I want to do a short little video that's talking about the known character classes in the game. So according to the Game of Thrones Kingsroad YouTube official channel, they have given us a brief description of the three classes that you can expect to play as, probably more than likely in the beta test that's coming up soon, like in the next few days. The sign-up period for that beta test, by the way, ends on the 13th. So if you're watching this video, it's being made on the 12th. So you barely have any time left to get signed up. So go to their main webpage, and right there in the bottom right-hand corner of the main webpage is a sign-up link button that you can click on, and all you got to do is enter your email. It's really simple, and you'll be signed up for the beta test. Now, whether or not we'll be chosen, we have no clue, because as we've been, kind of digging around on the official Discord, we found out that it's just going to be, a certain amount of people chosen, not just every person that signs up type of thing. So, on to the topic of discussion. So they've given us three little previews of three of the different classes that you can play in the game. I do not know if this means that these are the only three you will ever have the ability to play, because there could be more content released later. There could be more content planning to be released shortly that we just don't know about. But for right now, these three are how you start the story. And there is some light character customization. You can choose to either be male or female, and then you have some kind of preset appearance options that you can choose from at this time. We do not know if that will be more in-depth later as the game gets further along in development, but for right now it's pretty cool actually. Some people were saying, oh my god, they're killing the lore, they're allowing women to be in the Night's Watch, but that's not true, because as you'll see as we look at this little character description, you are not a Night's Watch member. You are a member of a family that supports the Night Watch, basically. And you have family members that are in the Night's Watch, but you as the character are not a crow. You are not a Night's Watch member. This is the start of the assassin timeline and the play, the storyline. It says you are the third born of Marok, Tyr, head of the House of Tyr, and the last in the family line. By day, you serve as the family's quiet messenger. By night, you train in the shadows to wield a dagger. While on a mission in Lord Harroway's town, you receive grim news of Marok's failing health and make your way home. And then that's where your story begins. If you've seen some of the gameplay videos, you've seen that's where they all pretty much start off, with you arriving home, seeing your father in ill health, and he sends you to the Night's Watch to try to figure out what's going on and see what trouble is afoot down there at the Black Castle. This is the assassin class, and through the gameplay videos we've seen dual wielding daggers, quick attacks, slice and dice, chop them up type of thing, a lot of acrobatics, a lot of dodging, rolling, and that type of thing. Do not know if this class is going to involve shooting bows, but we do see in the gameplay videos, well, not the gameplay videos, but the cinematic parts of the videos, we see the Night Watch members shooting bows at the undead that are coming to attack them. So it's possible that we will be able to do that as characters as well, but that's not been shown at this time. Okay, so that's the first iconic type character class. The second one is the sellsword, and this is kind of like the really thick, beefy brute. In the gameplay videos, you see them swinging the battle axe. He's going to chop them up, and he's going to cut them in half. He's going to beat them down. He's the brute. He's the the Viking style warrior berserker type style that's going to just raw power them down. In the story it says you are the third born of Merok Tyr, head of House Tyr. So the story continues with the same house. It's just different viewpoints, you know, based on who you choose. And you are the last in the family line. As a child, you received rough and rugged training under House Umber, leaving you with the skills needed for a hardy mercenary. As you drift from battle to battle, an urgent summons arrives from House Tyr, and you make your way home. So this basically is the same type of thing. You're going home to see what your father has to say. He's going to then send you to the Night's Watch to investigate and start your story, basically. So this is a really cool play style. This is kind of like the iconic berserker type fighter, really heavy slashing, smashing, just killing stuff. This looks really cool. Then the last one that they've leaked and shown us at this time is the Knight. So this one is kind of a heavy damage dealing style as well, although this is based around more of a sword play type fighting style. The sellsword was more of a smash your brains out type of guy. This guy is a heavy hitter, but a knight, a sword fighting style, you know, more organized, more structured, more, you know, efficient in battle with strikes here, strikes there, and, you know, it's going to be a really interesting play style. This is what I'm leaning towards personally, this or the sellsword, because I like those type of fighting styles. His story says, you are the third born of Merok Tyr, head of House Tyr, and the last in the family line. So you're basically the last in the family line for all three play styles. So there must be something to that. You know, you must be inheriting or doing something that has, you know, some bearing on the fact that you're the last in the line. You left your home after training to be a knight errant. While serving House Ricker as an apprentice knight, you caught wind of your father's worsening condition and headed home. So basically, it's the same thing for all three. Whether you choose to play as male or female, it doesn't matter. The story should be the same. You head home to see your father in failing health. He then sends you on to the Night's Watch to see what trouble is afoot. And those are the three classes, and they're very interesting. Like I say, I'm really looking forward to playing this game. It looks to be really, really good. The graphics are just amazing. It blows my mind that this would be considered a mobile game because of the way the play style and the graphics look. Wow, mobile phones have really come a long way, I will have to say. And this is for PC, Android operating system, and iPhone, so it can be played on multiple different platforms. And if Netmarble does what they normally do in a lot of their games, when you play on PC, you'll be playing through the Netmarble launcher, which is their software that they use to launch their games like King Arthur Legends Rise, Solo Rise, some of those other ones that play through the Netmarble launcher. And it works very well. It works very good. It's not hardly any bugs at all. Very smooth experience. I love it personally. I've played King Arthur Legends Rise quite a bit, as I also make content on that game as well, so you can understand that, you know, I have some experience with their products. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with this one. Now, speaking of what they're going to do with this one, that kind of segues me into the last little tip, the last little juicy bit that I'm going to give you here today. There has been a question on the official Discord over and over and over about, will this game be single player or multiplayer? And I have desperately been trying to find the answer to that question, because this is going to determine a lot of the enjoyment that I get out of this game, because I have a pretty active Discord community and multiple other games where I maintain guilds of people that play together, and we would love to actually go into this content together as a guild. But I have not been able to find anywhere in any of the videos or in any of the gameplay leaks or the trade show videos that they made showcasing gameplay, or any of the articles that I have found. I've not been able to find anywhere where there was an announcement or a leak or a confirmation that any of this game would be multiplayer. So honestly, I was starting to feel like all hope was lost for that, and that this was strictly a single player game. But then today in the Discord, we got some confirmation, and you can see by my post that I made right here, it says, this guy says, will it be single or multiplayer? And I said, I am desperately trying to answer that. I've watched so many videos on it, and I can't point to a single instance where I can answer that question. There was, however, another poster on the Discord that said he saw a video that said there would be multiplayer raids. But sadly, when he did post that video for me to watch, it was in another language and I couldn't understand a word of it. So I don't know what was said in the video, and I couldn't really see anything in the video where it looked like there was any kind of multiplayer content. So I wasn't able to really verify it off of that. And then after I made this post, shortly after, one of the moderators on the Discord came out and said it will be multiplayer. Nyato, which is one of the lead moderators for the game. So if anybody on the official Discord knows anything about the game and can verify anything, that's obviously this person. She, her, it's obviously her. She verified that it was multiplayer. So while we haven't seen any gameplay on that yet, we can finally put to bed this question about will it be single player only or multiplayer. It is going to have multiplayer function of some sort. No more clarification other than that, but it's there. So that's why I am so desperately thankful that I got that confirmation from her on this, saying that multiplayer is there, because now we can tell the community, yes, there will be some form of multiplayer. So thank you for watching this content. I just wanted to do a quick little dive into the character classes with you, show you what we know at this time, and of course going forward we'll know more after the closed beta test. I do not at this time know if they will actually allow us to make content on anything that's in the test, but I will abide by the rules of the test. So if they ask us not to, then I won't, but if they say we can, then I definitely will be bringing you content on this for the future for you to know. So stay tuned to my channel. By all means, please subscribe, and so that you won't miss out on any content I bring you on Game of Thrones Legends. Whoops, my bad, I'm sorry. Game of Thrones Kingsroad. Wow, slip of the tongue there, because I also make content on Game of Thrones Legends, another game in this space. Wow, I'm embarrassed I did that, but hey, it's going to happen once in a while. But thank you for watching my content. I really do appreciate you spending your time with me, and I'll talk to you later in a video coming soon. Thank you.